Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Shawnee. I'm Jerry Shelsta, and this is our host, Mr. Sean Enton. Good morning.
Hey Jerry, how are you, buddy? Big month for me. As you know, I'm coming up my 6 years. 6 years ago, this stroke happened to me, and my world was turned upside down. And over the last year, I've been so grateful with you and Bill Dignan for joining my team and helping me just really formulate my brand and create this opportunity, this community. Really, you and Billy have just been so wonderful. And today, I want to just kind of announce and talk about StrokeHacker, what it means to all of us, and bring on Bill, who's really the quarterback of all this. He's what thought of the name, and he's the one who's behind the scenes. It may be you and I who do the show every day, but without Bill, we couldn't make this happen. And
Right, and hey, Bill, before we go to Bill, let's talk about you're only a week out from your
yeah,
anniversary, right?
I know, right? Exactly.
So Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, was when the
Right.
whole thing went down, and
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was. It
sure,
was. I was blindsided, like everybody was.
yeah.
And
Well,
as if anybody doesn't know, I suffered the massive stroke in 2011. I got choked out in wrestling, and the carotid artery sent a clot up to my brain, where I was paralyzed, induced into a coma, and in the hospital for about 6 months. And life had to start over for me. And now I'm back and coming around and building a team of people with Bill and Jerry here.
Well, and that's the amazing thing. And I think the idea of the stroke hacker, you've hacked your stroke. And now, because of that, we've also met a lot of other people who are working to do the same thing that you are, that we're now
Hmm.
calling recovery warriors, stroke
Hmm.
warriors, people who have decided they are going to make a difference and they're not going to settle for
Right.
what they were after their stroke or after their traumatic brain injury or PTSD or any of those things. So, Sean, what you are leading here, I think, has
Yeah.
done
No,
fantastic.
it's not just me, Jerry. It's a team. It's not for me at all. I
Oh
mean,
no, I
yeah.
understand, but I think if it weren't for you
Right.
pushing your recovery, we wouldn't be sitting here today. So that,
Well, Jerry, you and I have talked so many times, the I can, I shall, I will phrase, and it's not about why me, it's about what's next, is really the epitome of why we're doing all this. Because, I could have sat in my sorrows, in my depression, but I decided to go out there and give back and really give people the tricks, the trades on how to beat their stroke or how to hack their stroke. And
amen,
that's what's really the key thing here.
amen. Well, let's go back to Bill again, and let's bring him into this since he's a key player.
Yeah, but no, he is. He is the mind behind, or the genius behind all this.
So, Mr. Bill, we're bringing you in here.
Hey
Here we
guys,
are,
how you doing?
Three Musketeers.
Sean, I'm not
Here he
accustomed to
is.
hearing my name and genius in the same sentence. So,
Hey, Billy, I want to just first, before we start, thank you so much for making this come true. If it wasn't for you and Jerry, this would not be happening. And I'm grateful for everybody here. I created, we created together so many things here, but you're really the man. Maybe you can kind of share with the audience, what is Stroke Hacker, Bill? What was
well,
your mindset with this?
well, I'll go back a little bit to when Jerry introduced me to you. We've done a lot of work with Strikeout Stroke Organization, it's a national organization doing great work in stroke awareness. That Jerry was the uh, director of that organization
Hmm.
for before this project really got off the ground, and so that's how you guys met, in case people don't know. And then he introduced me to you, which early this year, and you and I still have never met in person, which
I know,
amazes me because I feel like I know you like a brother now, and
I
we
know,
see each
right?
other face to face on computer all the time
Right.
and talk a lot. But it's amazing we haven't actually met in person. But hey, that's the modern world. So
Exactly.
I was just excited to get a chance to work with you because I was seeing what you were doing and how passionate you are about sharing what you do
Hmm.
in in the stroke community and sharing what you know
Right.
with other people who maybe have recently had a stroke and their loved ones, and
Right.
you have a real compassion and understanding for what they're going through. So
Well,
that
thank you.
really excited me, and like I told Jerry, I said, look, if I can help Sean do that, to a larger extent, then I'm
Right.
all on. I want to be a part of that. So
Well,
so
thank you,
here we
Billy.
are today, all these
Yeah.
months later. I got a
So.
chance to help you start the 5 Minutes with Shawnee show,
Hmm.
and that you and Jerry have just taken off, miles ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I've loved watching it. I honestly don't get involved with it that much. Occasionally you ask me to co-host.
Right.
This is my first time as a guest, so
Right.
thanks. But, it's been amazing to watch. You're up to close to 100 episodes now.
Really? Wow. I don't even know. I just keep doing it. The stories that come in are just amazing. And like I said, it doesn't have to be about stroke. It can be about anyone overcoming any kind of obstacle in their life, any kind of traumatic injury. So let's talk about StrokeHacker.
All right.
Tell me about what it is. What are we doing? What is Bill Dickman up to with StrokeHacker? What do you want to see happen?
What I want to see happen is this become what it is, a community. I want to, you have done this amazing job of bringing other people, like-minded, stroke hackers onto your show and in everything you do. You and I had a pretty direct conversation over the summer, and I started asking you some questions about things like, what are just some of the key things that you want people who have maybe recently had a stroke to know, the things that you wished you had known.
Oh, of course.
That's where we started the really sort of launch point for StrokeHacker in your videos that you're now promoting in free videos, I might add, to start growing this community. The four of the key things, these stroke hacks as we call them. So it seems to me, it was evident to me after having that conversation that you've been a stroke hacker all along. And it's really driven everything that you've done since your stroke, and all of your successes, starting a company, a supplement company, starting the 5 Minutes with Shawnee show, starting your foundation, starting, I guess the list goes on, but stroke hacking is what drove you to that.
Exactly.
And I want to see that become a group of others.
And I think Billy too, the big things I get asked these questions, how do I drive again? What foods am I taking? What supplements am I taking? How do I use certain things in my house? And you got me thinking, why don't we put together a series of videos and just offer people, little bit of keys of success? Because if I would have had the knowledge, I came back home and I didn't have a clue what to do. I had to learn everything myself. I mean, from how to get into bed to take a shower to brush my teeth. I mean, everything using one hand, one eye, and not being able to really move around and having my brain fog. I had to heal myself. So we created a list of things, and that's what I think the Stroke Hacker is going to really be able to do for people. It's not just my ideas, but other people who suffer strokes. How are they getting by? And it's a brain injury or stroke. It's so similar, and we just did something on PTSD or even like depression. How can we help people through all this? And that's what this community is going to really, I think, going to do for us. The stroke hacking, how to hack it all and give back. So are we officially now launched, Bill? Are we up and going?
Well, we're launched, and we're going to keep growing what we've launched. So we have launched the Stroke Hacker Facebook page just as a starting point. So that's where we want everybody to go. That's a great opportunity for people to comment, start threads on this group, really just have conversations.
Right.
To date, we've launched your SeanEnton.com website, and in the future, and that's really the website home of Stroke Hacker community for the moment. But in the near future, we'll have StrokeHacker.com. We want you to join the group. All you 5 Minutes with Shawnee fans, and there's a lot of you out there, I want you to become Stroke Hacker group members. And that way you can join the conversation and start new conversations, share what you've learned, really be a stroke hacker. That, a stroke hacker is a group of like-minded, mostly stroke survivors and caregivers and loved ones who have, have hacked their stroke in some way. And now this is a way for them to share that with other like-minded individuals. So join that group, and then you get the first 4 of Sean's videos, his first 4 stroke hacks. You get those for free. We'll send those to you in your email, which are some pretty awesome points that Sean makes. And so you're going to want to do that and get your friends to join as well. Let's grow this Stroke Hacker community. I want to see the Stroke Hacker group, and we all do. We want to have it up to, I've got a goal of 500 members by 2018. So
that's pretty cool.
And
then, hey, Bill, let me say one thing. I'm going to declare anybody who signs up in this year before the end of the year, we're sending you a free Stroke Hacker shirt. I'm making that available right now.
Right on.
You sign up.
Right
You
on.
sign up. You sign up right now before the end of the year. We will send you a shirt. We'll figure out the sizes, the length, the female, the male. But we want everybody out there wearing the StrokeHacker shirt.
Scoot back a little bit so they can see it, Sean.
Okay, you got it.
There it is. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a one of a kind right there. That I
I got the first one on, but I want to. Okay, so I got to make it 500 shirts then, Bill, right?
At least.
And then I got to get you and Jerry one too as well, because I don't know what your order number there.
Yeah, mine's a really slim, small, little extra room around the biceps.
I love it. I love it. So
we're kind of running out of time, so let's talk about the YouTube channel as well.
Right. So StrokeHacker is where we start that conversation. But some of the other ways we want to be able to reach out is right now we have the Sean Enton YouTube channel, which we will probably convert to StrokeHacker YouTube channel. All of those 85 Minutes with Shawnee shows are now on that on a playlist on the YouTube channel. So you can just hit that one link and have a playlist to choose from all the different episodes, and each new one will be automatically added. And then we'll also be turning all of those shows, at least the ones from here on out, we'll be starting up a podcast with the audio portions of those shows. Guys, I honestly don't get to watch all of the 5 Minutes with Shawnee shows. You've done so many of them, but I occasionally will sit and listen to them while I'm working, and I'm amazed at the stories I hear. And I think that obviously, if I'm sitting and listening while I'm working, the podcast is an obvious next step. So we're going to have that available for all you guys.
That's wonderful.
In the coming weeks, I hope. So those are just a couple of things we're adding. And right now. And we have on the Sean Enton blog, we've here's the blog right here. We just did a post that is really kind of telling the same story about StrokeHacker, where it came from, and we'll have helpful information there for you too.
Right on, Billy. Thank you. I gotta tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You made my tragedy into something that is so great. And Jerry, thank you so much too. But without you guys, I couldn't do this alone. I mean, it would have been impossible, and it takes a team effort. And you guys, I'm grateful, indebted forever. But I know we're going to help a lot of people and change a lot of lives in the next upcoming year, especially the end of 17 and the end of 18. Now that I got to do a run of 500 shirts, we all need shirts now, so we'll start with that. But Jerry and Billy, thank you so much. I know we're running out of time. This is Sean Enton at SeanEnton.com. The YouTube channel is at Sean Enton as well too, and 5 Minutes with Shawnee. But check us out. We're the StrokeHacker team. We're the first 3 people who are now part of this team. We need 497 more now to hit the 500 mark.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Great show. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerry. Billy, thanks a lot, guys. Okay, guys.